that's going to be our next section. We're going to talk about mental health. So get your whiteboards ready. And I want you to tell me yes, no, maybe, or whatever you want to say on your whiteboard. Do students feel stressed because of the pandemic and virtual learning?
Can I have a bigger board?
Right? If you write smaller, you can get more on the board. Yes, they feel stressed. Yes, explanation marks. Yes, most definitely. So emphatically, we know that our students are stressed. These stressed students, do you all have healthy coping skills to deal with stress? Do you feel like students in general have healthy ways to deal with their stress? No, no, no. Elise has a lot to say about this. Depends on the student. So some people do and some people don't. But what we want everyone to have some healthy coping skills. Let me ask you this. In this virtual environment, we're online for a while learning, we're going to go back virtually. Do students feel like they can maintain relationships or create new relationships with peers, teachers, counselors, and principals in this virtual environment? Use your whiteboard and let me know. No? Kind of. Absolutely not. Sad face.
Sad face.
If the student tries. So let me ask you all, you all said that students are definitely stressed. So what do students need from teachers, counselors, and principals during the pandemic and this virtual learning so that they won't feel stressed? You all can just tell me, or how can they help them cope with their stress?
I feel like to help before it gets there, be open, be clear, concise. Don't act like there's not a lot of work and when there is, and don't act like there is a lot of work when there's not. Be open, be absolutely honest. That's really going to help, because I feel like just overwhelming thoughts will go on if you don't know how many you have, like how many assignments, let's say. You're going to think every time. You're going to probably think, oh, I probably am going to have a bunch this week. And it's just really going to mess yourself up for no reason. And I feel like to cope, once it happens, just to kind of be as ununderstanding as possible, not to be taken advantage of and just let everything slide per se, but try to not be as harsh because things are different. So
Right. So you want the teachers to be honest and understanding. So you want them to let you know, hey, this course is going to be a lot of work. Or maybe this course won't have as many assignments as you had in the future. And then you want them just to understand that you may be able to get it done by the due date or maybe not. But you don't want the students to take advantage. Anybody else want to tell me anything? What you need from APS teachers and counselors or principals?
I think something that might work, I guess this is more advice towards teachers than really me say something. But if you're a teacher and you're entering a class, I'm assuming you would have at least 20 to 30 kids. That means 20, 30 kids either have something going on at home. And I know for a fact not one kid or not one student is perfect at home. They have nothing at home to do, just homework all the time. At least for me, I'm always busy, and it's not just with school, it's my home life. So if you're a student, if you're a teacher and you say, I'm sorry this is all happening, but then an hour later, you'll go ahead and then you'll post a few assignments, I'm sorry, but I'm going to think you're a hypocrite and I'm meaning that in the nicest way, because I'm the student, you're the teacher, so I respect you from the bottom of my heart. But you have to understand, we're at home, what actually makes it a lot worse than when we're at school. At least we're at school, we're surrounded by a learning environment. We're surrounded by kids. At home, we're surrounded more than just school. And most of the time, we may be on mute, but we could be arguing with our sister. We could be taking care of our baby sister. Like for me, I was in class, but my mom had to urgently leave somewhere. So I was in class, but I was also taking care of my baby sister. But my teacher wouldn't know that. Not that I have to tell her, but I would hope they should be mindful that there are things I have to do at the same time. And if my technical difficulties and just stuff going on in general. So, yeah.
Yeah, so you want them to understand because you're at home and you're not physically at school, you may have to take care of some things at home. And you want them just to be aware that students have a lot of things going on and not just their schoolwork.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to add?
Oh, yes, you can go.
I was gonna say definitely the mindful and understanding and showing like I don't want to say sympathy, but some type of way to let the student know that you understand how hard it is right now. Don't like that we're at home and like she said, it's hard from when the backgrounds and stuff, and you trying to learn. It can be a lot to juggle at one time, and it's good for a teacher to give us the reassurance and knowing that they understand that it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard because you're at home and you have things happening in the background of your home. Even if you're on mute or the camera is turned off, you're still trying to learn, but other things are happening in the background. Yeah, we get it. Tyrese, what would you like to add?
Teachers could also show us some things that they're going through. Like, it doesn't have to be strictly business all the time. They can show us hey, my pet's sick, so things might be rough, or there might not be as much communication. Or if they have kids, it'd be oh, my child, what, and just that kind of thing. Just relate to us and show us that they're human too.
Yeah.
And then that creates a kind of bond of understanding that they're going through stuff, we're going through stuff, but we're both trying to make it work.
Yeah, that's nice. When everybody shows their human side and lets everyone know, hey, I know it's rough because I'm going through some rough things too.